Welcome to your rune reading for the week. Now, this is the first of my maybe weekly, you know me, rune readings, but I will be offering them on my website and on other places online and in person as well. And so, we have 3 runes that I have pulled for this week. And also, I'm using my fantastic rattle necklace by Heron Gums by Lovely Lynn's. I wish you could smell it. Smell my rattle. It's a funny thing to say to anybody, but it has amber in it and it's absolutely delicious. And I thought about using this because of the first rune that we have. Now, I'm sure many of you can guess. We have not gone gently into this rune reading night. We have gone in with the power, with Thors Hammer, with the thorn, with Thurizaz. And so, as this has come up as our beginning rune for the week, we are looking at areas of boundaries, of power, maybe of aggression, of assertiveness, and of protection. Perhaps we are also looking at attack as a form of defense, or, as can be often the case, that the thorn is turned inwards and we are maybe attacking ourselves. We are making bad choices for us, or we are being very mean to ourselves, and the thorn then goes deep and deeper in. That vision of almost of that thorn going in and creating that, like in Sleeping Beauty, the wall of thorns, so we can't actually get out of our thoughts, is something that I felt this could be relating to. But it is simple to shift that energy and turn it around and actually say no to the things that are harming us. Thurizaz is a rune that people often run to the hills about. It is a rune that brings fear or concern. It can do. But like all runes that or tarot or oracles or runes that we see as, negative or like not what we like to see on a nice Monday morning, has its place. If we couldn't protect, this is obviously Mjolnir, this is Thor's hammer, this is the no, this is I am putting my boundary down, this is my go away, this is the power of being strong in your will and pushing that outwards, which can be a positive thing. We need to protect that which we love. We need to step up and stand up and speak out for that which we love and what we want to protect in the world. Like Mjolnir, though, don't throw it out if you can't catch it. It's going to come back to you. So have the strength. It is a rune that we only wish to work with unless in dire need of no, F off. But if we have that wisdom and that power and that sense of self-knowledge to be able to use it wisely. So self-knowledge and clarity of self and focus is a really good way to begin our journey for the week. So whatever's going on in your life at the moment, maybe working with, okay, where are my boundaries here? Where am I putting my foot down? Where am I needing to put clear, healthy spaces down so I don't get angry and make a mess later? Because in a negative sense, this can be the chaos of sudden eruption of anger. And that often isn't the healthiest or helpfulest of ways of expressing ourselves. So before it gets to that point, a healthy, strong no is a good thing, or clearing the way, or setting your intentions, or saying this is what I stand up for, this is what is important to me. So we start the week with that clear knowledge, maybe the bit of chaos that is requiring us to stand in our power, but then the rest of the week is an interesting energy. So when we look, I was mentioning about the beginning of that Sleeping Beauty and those thorns, the sleep thorns of Sleeping Beauty, and having that in our mind. Maybe we're also looking at, are the boundaries we have around ourselves helping us, or are they too constricting? And do we need to get the hammer to kind of hack down those old boundaries to recreate healthier, more powerful ones? What decisions do we want to make this month, this week, that can clear the way for us? And the second rune we have is Urus, the ox, the strength, the slow building, fierce power. It feels a lot about personal strength and physical well-being, building up our strength, which we know we can't do overnight. To build up our personal strength or health, it takes dedicated practice. It takes healthy decisions. It goes, you know what, I'm going to work at this. And that's the kind of energy we have with Urus, as well as downright stubbornness as well, because Urus are like, no, I am going to do this. This is important to me. I am going to make this work. And sometimes Urus can come up for when we need to bring our personal strength, our patience, our endurance, our power to the table. So we've set the way with Urus. I've just said, this is what my boundary. This is my changed thought. This is what I want for myself now. This is what I don't want for myself. But it's going to take that Urus energy to make that stick, to make it work. It's going to take that. I have the power. I have the horns. I have the fire in my belly to go for this. I invoke the power of Urus by chanting it and singing it or looking at the rune. When you feel you're flagging, when you feel you're losing your way and you can't keep going. When I got really ill once, Urus came to me the day before and I realised that it would take my inner strength to go through this as well. So it's about that dedication, that inner strength, that power, that sheer blinded stubbornness that can then lead to, okay, let's make my physical vessel, my emotional vessel, my spiritual vessel a powerhouse so that I can go the distance. It's all very well saying expressions of sudden change, but this is the energy of keeping those good things going, of being able to use those aurochs horns or the cup to be filled, enabling you to move forward on your path with strength, with truth, and with honor, and with warmth and abundance, all those things. And the third one, before I go on for forever here today, is Gibo. And I love this because I feel like it's a great journey with the Thorn Rune beginning and then Gibo at the end. Because the thorn, if we're back to Sleeping Beauty, you have the thorn that sent the spindle that sent Sleeping Beauty into her sleep surrounded by thorns, but the kiss that awoken her. Now, I'm not going to go into some patriarchal BS fairy tale about needing a prince to come and wake anybody up or a princess to come do anything, you know. But what I am going to go into is this is a blessing here of awakening through connection, through honor with others. So Gibo is gift. But as you see, it's a cross. It's not just a one-way street. The gift is a relationship. It is a blessing. It is a contract, if we're being really, sparse about it. And it's what we put on the end of our text messages to say that we are here, we care. And how many we put on is how much we care. Of course we know that, or messages or whatever. So this is the promise as well to ourselves and to others. And in that whole sense of awakening something within, we often need that blessing, that external force or that other side of ourselves to be awoken, to be able to move forward. So you have the power of the protection. You have the strength to endure, to move forward, to gain momentum. Like, imagine that vision of an auroch just starting and then getting faster and suddenly just really going with all their full power. And then the gift, the blessing is coming your way. Now, as I said, this is a blessing. There's also going to be a promise. So it's the promise that you make maybe when you speak to the gods or when you are doing your spiritual work. If you ask for something, we know there's something we have to give back as well. And it's always good, sort of contracts, to negotiate what you're happy to give back in any way in life, but also particularly when you're connecting with the gods. You know, I'm happy to give a ritual to you, a painting to you for this. So being really specific what you're happy and not happy to give back. But also with people as well, this could be the justice energy. This could be the, okay, well, I've given this and now come on, it's time for me to receive something in life as well. Or actually, I'm in debt here. I need to offer to others so I feel the balance is right. But it's also that connection, that love, that friendship, that beginning, that maybe the blessing of a new home, the blessing of a friendship or relationship, that I want to be in this place. I want to offer you this and I would love to receive this. So it is the kiss at the end of a message. It is the promise of love. It's a promise of caring and that you'll honor and you're able to give something back. So I feel like before we get to that space, we're having to clear some crap out the way. We're having to experience something that makes us clear it out the way, but that brings in power and then connection. Have a wonderful week. I will speak to you soon. And if you would like your own reading, do pop over to my website, allthew's.lauradelligan.com. Take care. Bye.